Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you, my illiterate grandson. Why have I made this? Why is this for you? Very simple reason. One day, your teacher is going to ask you to do a school project on your grandparents. And I'm not going to want to answer a bunch of stupid questions. I don't know if I'll be able to answer the stupid questions. Would I have croaked it? Was my brain gone to mush? Do I hate you? I don't know. I can't tell. I can't predict that future. But I can put something in place so that no matter what that future is, you still have a backup and you're not going to have to make a project on Jedward instead of a grandparent like I had to. I didn't really have anything to put in the project about a grandparent. I was going to make it my granddad. He's blind. What was he going to tell me? Doesn't see a lot, does he? Just wears sunglasses all the time. Sometimes make the odd grunting noise. You know, like dads make the those kind of noises. That's it. His wife, she was Scottish. Okay. Well, I just draw the flag. I didn't get the stories. I didn't get the juicy bits. I didn't get the, oh, what did you do? What did you think of this? What was going on when you were this age? I didn't get those answers. But you, lucky boy, you're getting them. You're getting them from me in in podcast form. I do also want to use this as a way so you don't not necessarily make the same mistakes as I did, but if you do, know how to get out of them or know what not to do to find yourself into them. I don't know. Learn something from it. That's kind of the hope. That's the hope. I'm also not going to make it too long because you're illiterate and that means you're a bit silly sometimes and you probably don't have a great attention span. And I was the same. If I use one sense for too long, I forget what's going on around me. My brain starts taking out bits of information that it thinks it's not going to use again for a while. During COVID, I forgot what fucking birds look like. Birds like the with the wings, not what English people call women. So we're gonna try to keep this under 30 minutes. We probably didn't even reach that, but every time I make one of these, it's gonna be under 30 minutes. I hope. So I don't want to call them lessons either. So we'll just life experiences. So one of the main things growing up as a 23-year-old Irish man, which the age I am now, one of the biggest things right now. Hang on, I got a fart. Okay. Oh, it was two. One of the biggest things right now is TikTok. And not just like silly little videos. It's alpha male TikTok. Alpha male, you might be asking. Maybe alpha males have taken over. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they're there. Maybe they're not. You can't open your phone without hearing some, oh, get off your ass and drink fucking 4 gallons of water and fucking do 10,000 push ups the second you wake up and call every woman a bitch and all this shit. That's constant. That is constant on. And I know TikTok is an algorithm and it's what you watch and this kind of shit. But it's if you spend a lot of time watching something, you're gonna get more videos on that topic and that kind of thing. Growing up, you're gonna watch that stuff because as a man, you're gonna watch that stuff, especially if you're a bit confused and you don't really know what's going on in the world and life. If you get a few things wrong, that's gonna be your like Bible for a little bit, or what you think it could be your Bible. It's something that says, "I want to help lads," and you go, "Class, love a cheeky bit of help." But it's not. It's not class. It's not class. It's putting some mad notions in your head, and I think it's making people a bit more stupid, a bit more silly. I don't know if I can even say his name, but we'll make up a. Okay, so this guy called Tandrew8, right? Is pretty big, pretty. He kind of started this whole. I don't really know what happened before that, but he's kind of started this whole revolution of alpha male, sigma male, this kind of the grind set, right? And then more people kind of spawned in and started saying more shit and added on to the shit, and it went from kind of, I don't know, someone we probably should have just like, thought he was a character out of a South Park episode. What it should have been that. But then people started going, oh, you know what? This guy's spitting some facts. This guy's spitting some facts. And now we're asking like really stupid questions on podcasts. I was watching this, I watch it out of pure interest. Out of, it's morbid curiosity is what it is. To see how mad some people are, how their brains work. That's kind of an interesting thing to me. I do podcasts with all these alpha males. It's very like mind-numbing kind of stuff. It's all about, if my woman gains a tiny bit of weight, I'm gone, man. Oh, she gets fat when she's pregnant? Nah, not for me. And they have to ask very, very silly questions, very stupid questions. Like, things you'd have obvious answers for, do you know what I mean? I think the problem is there's not enough kind of upfront honesty, right? And there's not a lot of in touch with yourself. A lot of these kind of alpha mindsets are all a kind of formula, and it's all a team, and you all follow the one kind of linear line. But there's no like kind of self-reflection. There's no kind of thinking for yourself. And, it's about burying your insecurities. There was one I was listening to, again, out of morbid curiosity. There was one I was listening to. It was a bunch of women in the room as well, and he got the girls to rate him from a scale of 1 to 10 and rate his friends as well. And he kept saying, it's fine, whatever you think yourself, it's you choose, I'm not going to get offended. He kept emphasizing that he wasn't going to get offended. Anyone who said under 8, he'd get really, really annoyed and really, really pissed off and just tell him to fuck off and tell him to leave. And to me, that was interesting. To me, that kind of showed a little bit of, they are quite vulnerable underneath it. It's very easy to penetrate this like shield they have, this face they have of being this alpha male. Inside, they're all very, very nervous and scared, and they inside they're very insecure. So they have to, I don't know, they have this need to shit on other people. I'm not a psychologist. This is me kind of just thinking for myself. They have this need to shit on others and put others down. And if you're not drinking fucking 5 gallons of water or doing 10,000 push-ups a day, then I don't know, you're just a pussy. And that's the mindset they were going with for such a long time. And I hope it's not around for you anymore. I don't know. It very well could be. But I think this whole kind of TikTok formula, it's working so well. Because what's it doing? It's throwing a net to a bunch of vulnerable homies. And we're insecure. And like saying, I can help you, behave like this, bury it and it doesn't hurt, bury it and it doesn't matter, which is very silly. Very, very silly. Very, very silly. Very, very mad way of going about things. And half the ones I've seen, I don't know, they don't even really have conversations. It's just one would say, so guys, titties, what do we think of titties? And then it's just like a yeah, I like that. Yeah, spitting facts. And that's it for a while. Or talking about how they make this much money, invest in crypto. It's all very mind-numbing stuff. I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand it. I think it's very easy to fall into that. If you don't have your head on right, if you don't know what's going on, if you're just looking for any kind of help anywhere, you'll jump to the feckin' alpha TikTok and you'll just make a fool of yourself. And you'll probably shit on a lot of people who don't deserve to be shat on. I don't know about this alpha male TikTok stuff. Personally, I'm not a big fan. It's interesting to watch. But I prefer monkey videos. I don't know if YouTube is still a thing for your age. But I would recommend monkey videos if it is. I think they're class. I think they're very funny. I think they can stick a smile on your face because, I don't know, the brains of monkeys is just mad. I saw this one of a monkey, and he was driving a car. He was driving like a little, it was like a golf cart. But he was driving properly. He was doing like 3-point turns, and he was doing the, the thing where like you lift the left arm and stick it on the fucking wheel, and like, it was mad. Checking mirrors and everything. Another one was like swinging around. There's always ones as well where there's a monkey just sitting on the ledge or something, and this other fucking monkey just comes over and pushes him, and he falls. It's like a film. And like, should you be laughing at a monkey falling? Probably not. It's a bit mean, but it's still a bit funny. I still can't help myself but giggle at the monkey falling. There was another one I saw. Google this. If you still have Google, right? Or if you're not my grandson and you're listening, stop this. Or keep listening. But just grab another device and watch monkey videos. Find good monkey videos. There's hundreds of monkey compilations online, and they are class. There are some bangers out there. There's one, and even just of monkeys just chilling, just being like, I don't know. There was this video of a monkey, and he got a dude's jacket off him. Like he was like, he was kind of a bit assertive about it, but like the dude was fine. He got the jacket off him, and first, it's a new way of sticking on jackets. First, he throws it over his head, right, and then he does some weird backwards shit, and he manages to flip the jacket, and he's wearing it like nothing. And then he does like a little limp wrist kind of a thing. Very funny, very, very good video. I was tremendously pleased when I saw that. Absolutely incredible video. Very, very interesting. Very funny. But I think that should be a bigger priority for you. Because when I was younger, I spent a bit of time on the alpha TikToks, and all it did was really bite me in the bum. I don't want you getting bit in the bum. And instead of going to bed thinking, oh, I'm not alpha. I'm not that alpha today. I didn't feel like a top G today. I didn't make all this money. I didn't flex on the hose. You'll go to bed thinking, Christ, wasn't that monkey funny? That monkey was riding a dog like the dog was a horse. That was funny. You'll go to bed with a big smile on your face, maybe dreaming about monkeys again. You come up with your own monkey scenarios. It inspires creativity. Monkey videos aren't just for like, my brain is numb, I'm going to turn my brain off and watch a monkey video. It's not. It inspires creativity. You watch a monkey video and you go away from the monkey video, but you are just walking down the street and you're trying to remember a monkey video. It happened to me. You try to remember a monkey video that you've seen, and then you try Googling it, you try YouTubing it, you try ages finding it, and you can't find that monkey video anymore because that monkey video never existed. Because the monkey video that you're thinking of, the monkey video that you think you remembered walking down the road, you just put a bunch of monkey videos that you've seen together into your brain, and you made your own monkey video. You made it all, and you can make storylines out of them. There's so much potential in monkey videos, and it's not a tapped-in market, and it needs to be. The guy who made Curious George, he was onto something. He was ahead of his time. A monkey, right? I know it's cartoon, so it's not as good, right? But a monkey hanging around with a fella with a yellow hat, and I've never really properly seen it. What are they doing? Solving crime or something? That's amazing. Whatever they're doing, even if he's in the fucking park, he treats him like a child. It's mad. I love them. I absolutely love them. They're amazing things. And celebrities had them. Drake from Drake and Josh had one. And then Jermaine tried to eat it. Remember that? He bought the monkey and he tried to eat him. I think that was one of the films. Was that one of the films? I don't know. Watch Drake and Josh as well if you're... Nah, fuck it. Just watch monkey videos, mate. But yeah. Just monkeys going around doing silly things to each other in general. Or I'm a devil for watching monkeys enjoy. I'm a devil for watching the monkey videos where they're doing human things, as I said, like driving the car, or one of them did this anime pose, waiting for an orange. Just human things. I don't know if people still anime posing where you are. I hope they are, because that's also some funny videos. But there's monkeys acting like people. I always think about what it would be like for a monkey to understand. Could a monkey understand religion? You know, could a monkey make his first Holy Communion? What would he think of it? What would he think of the priest? What would he think of the ceremony? What would he think of eating the bread for the first time? You know? Would he understand the concept that the bread is the body of Christ and that it was blessed by a priest? At first it was just a wafer, but the priest did some sign language on it, and now that's a bit of God. Would he get that concept? Would he question that concept? Would he just go, yeah, that's sound to me, and keep carrying on? You wouldn't know, because they can't speak. But you could probably tell in some kind of body language form, because they're quite smart, you know? They have brains, and jeez, they get feckin' aggressive as well. I don't know if what age you are listening to this, but let's say you haven't made your Holy Communion yet. It's a fucking mad one. One of the things they're going to tell you to do, and I'm going to help you out here. They don't make you, yeah, you do, right? I don't know if they still, one of the things you need to be aware of for your Holy Communion, and your mother or your father or whoever else is not going to tell you this, because they're going to try to keep you on the straight and narrow. Bollocks, I say. They're going to try to say to you at your Holy Communion, take a pledge, right? And to take a pledge is a bit funny, right? There's two different versions of the pledge. There's don't drink, don't take drugs until you're 18, and don't drink and don't take drugs at any point in your life. And that's the one they tried to push on to me. And my older brother made that one. He still doesn't drink. He's terrified by the fucking he's terrified of God's wrath for drinking. So he won't do it, because he took that pledge and he can't go back on that word, you know. But they really try to push it. And at that age, or what age are you making your communion? You're probably about 8 or 9. You don't understand that. You don't understand what it's like being a dry shite. Everyone out there having some nice cocktails. Feckin' Liam brought some feckin', I don't know, aviator to the party, and you're gonna sit there sipping on your apple juice. Ah man, everyone has a buzz on. I'm not trying to peer pressure you into it, but I think you would be regretting a bit. I think you'd be like, what is it like? What is it like? What is it like? Do you know what I mean? When you're 18, 19, you know, the first little parties, the college parties, are you not gonna drink? Because you promised God you wouldn't do it forever at an age you wouldn't understand. Just when you're doing your communion, don't take that version of the pledge. Take the normal one. Don't drink till you're 18. I mean, you're probably gonna break that anyway. Most people have. Hee hee. But yeah. Yeah. The Holy Communions are class though. They are class. I remember the first time I made my Holy Communion, the first time. We had like a pre-run. Like it was some kind of play. And you had to like not... They gave you bread. They gave you the wafer. But it wasn't blessed. I don't know, that just doesn't sit right with me for some reason. Why did we get a fake Holy Communion? Why were we just walking in line? Because if you eliminate the religious part of it, we were just all gathered in a line with an old man feeding us a wafer. One at a time. Taken a wafer off an old man. It just doesn't sit right with me. Your school might ask you to do a singular wafer run as a pre-communion. Do it if you want. Maybe you'll get better insight from it than I did. But it tastes like paper. That's another thing I have to tell you. It does taste like paper. I used to eat a lot of paper as a child. And the Holy Communion, it's paper that somehow melts in your mouth. Ahead of its time. I knew a fella who used to chew it. That was weird to me. After you take the communion and you walk back to your chair and he'd chew it. I don't know. That was another thing that never sat right with me. Chewing the wafer, chewing the Holy Communion, chewing God. Sorry. Once it's blessed, it's God. But yeah, that's just keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. If you want a pre-run, if you don't want to be like shocked when you get the wafer, the God for the first time, eat a bit of paper. It never did me any harm. Well, nah, I'm not. Eat paper. Oh, I farted again. I think it's important that you take note of little parts in your life, not just to My Illiterate Grandson. Oh, you can't fucking write. Or is that read? Nah, you can't read. You're okay. You may not be able to read, little buddy, but you can write your own history. Okay? So I think it's a good idea for you to write down your own little experiences at the end of this. Your own, reflect even on the question asked. What did your first Holy Communion taste like? And don't just give me it tastes like paper. That's mine. Sit with it. Sit with the feeling. Taste can not just be, how did that feel on my tongue? It can be the experience, the what's around you, what happened, what the weather was like that day. Who was your one in the big owl fuck off dress? She must have a lot of money. Think about these things. Write this down. And anyone else listening, think about this. When was your first Holy Communion? And what did that taste like? I don't know. Maybe this was a lot for a first session. But what I will say, find the funny in those. Find the funny in Funny Monkey videos. It's in the title. Okay, little grandson. Mind your mother for me. And the father as well. I don't know if it's which one gave did the birth to you. If it was would have been my son or my daughter. I can't tell. But I'm sure they're both sound. So look after them. Don't ask for too much for Christmas because money's tight. I mean, Santa, not enough elves. And the last bit of advice I want to leave you is one thing that I did for a very long while that you shouldn't, is when I'm going to use a urinal, pulling my pants all the way down to the very bottom while using it. God bless.